Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to go over a brand new community that was annexed in 2018, and it spans across 182 acres. There's roughly going to be 500 homes, and the information that I pulled up, there was really only some news articles, some stuff from the Chamber of Commerce, and they actually have a YouTube channel for this community that's coming up, but I didn't see any. They provide updates, but I didn't see any like information, so you kind of have to do your own digging. But in this video, I'll give you everything that's out currently, and subscribe to the channel because I'll be covering this community as development goes on, because it is going to be something pretty new to Sebastian. It's going to be an Agrihood community, which means that they're going to have agriculture integrated into the community, and it's right off of Old Dixie Highway. You have US 1 right across the street, so maybe you're catching a little bit of road noise. But the community that we are going to talk about is going to be the Spirit of Sebastian. So you've probably seen maybe some news articles, or if you've looked up Sebastian, this is definitely something new that's kind of changing, just being this is a big development coming into the area. Not to mention, this sustainable community is going to have a wide range of amenities. So everything from RV and boat storage to the agriculture area, like I mentioned, to pickleball courts and everything in between. So it's going to have natural gas, underwater utilities, county water and sewer, and it's in a prime location. You have US 1 right across the street. You're going to hear the bright line go by, but you're going to know everything about this community. And if you want to know more information, subscribe to the channel because I cover everything along the Treasure Coast. So if you're looking to relocate to Florida, please feel free to reach out. I'll let my information roll on the screen. Days, nights, weekends, we help people just like you relocate to Florida and make your transition as smooth as possible. So we're going to jump inside and we're going to cover everything about this community, as well as we're going to touch on some areas of Sebastian. So you'll kind of have a good idea for Sebastian in general, especially if you're looking to move here and maybe Vero Beach is not what you're looking for. Sebastian might have exactly what you need. So let's jump inside.
Okay, so now that we're back inside, we are going to go over the Spirit of Sebastian. And like I mentioned, there's not much going on as far as model homes and stuff to tour because it is such a brand new community. But we're going to go over their website, the two different builders that they're having, as well as some news information about the Spirit of Sebastian. And then we'll take a look at the area. Jumping into the Chamber of Commerce website where, it says the Spirit of Sebastian LLC, and it has the information you're going to need. You'll notice it has some of the things that we've talked about in the beginning intro of the video. So it's going to be a sustainable community, planned agri-hood, dark sky friendly, low impact development, underground utilities, and natural gas. So fun fact, this is going to be the first community in Sebastian that's natural gas. So I know a lot of northerners, that's actually pretty common, is having natural gas in your community or at your house. Vero has natural gas communities. Sebastian, this is going to be the first natural gas community. So that's a plus, as well as RV and boat storage in the actual community itself is going to be huge because this is like a second home or like a very traveler friendly area. So a lot of people do have RVs, a lot of people have boats because we're so close to the intercoastal and there's plenty of access points, which if you're a boater, stick around because I'll go over the different boat ramps that you'll have. So it'll have a community center. And like we're seeing in a lot of communities now, they're going to have lighted pickleball courts because pickleball is very popular right now. And, they're kind of switching over from tennis courts to pickleball courts. It's minutes from shopping, dining, and a historic waterfront. So we're going to cover all that a little bit later. And then there are exclusive home builders. So you have Holiday Builders and Ryan's Homes. We'll go over both of those and I'll show you the websites. I kind of prefer one, interface rather than the other, but these are all homes that I've covered previously. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll kind of know how Ryan and Holiday, how they build. But let's take a look at these images real quick. Now I did have to download them because they are popping up very small, as you can see. So as you could see from this picture, it's kind of grainy and you can't really tell from this area, but I'll go over the Spirit of Sebastian when we jump over to the map. So you'll have your entrance right here, which will be off of Old Dixie. And then you're going to have two other points that you could kind of jump out into different neighborhoods and get to, 512 or US 1. And it's in a very convenient location, honestly. This is the aerial view and it gives you some information. 182 acres, 586 for home sites, 9+ acres of community recreation, 5 lakes over 23 acres, 4 acres of conservation area. We're going to take a dive into the first builder, which is Ryan's Home. I don't believe I covered this builder in particular. I did try to get in to see some of the model homes, and they were just a little hesitant on letting me in and touring if I didn't have a client in particular that I was sending this video to. And, you know, putting it on YouTube is, I guess, they wanted me to talk to some of their marketing people, so I haven't got a chance to go in. Lost Tree Preserve, I can definitely go in that community and, you know, give you a tour, as well as I have you know, had buyers purchase in Lost Tree Preserve, which is in Vero Beach, and I could tell it's kind of picking back up. It's becoming a little bit more popular, and there's resale homes as well as new homes, but I wasn't able to get into the model homes. But I'll just show you their website. Not the biggest fan of their information as it starts right here, but starting from the upper 300s and goes all the way up, of course. Everything you add to, you know, the home is going to be a different expense, especially if it's upgrades. So they just say join the list. Ryan's Home, 7 miles from the beach. You have a boat dock and like a launch area if you wanted to get into the water, so you don't have to drive all the way to the beach to get access points. But that's just something to know. This is going to be like the agricultural community center, so like a garden area for herbs and all that other stuff. So I don't know what the full plan is for that, but as soon as I get more information, I'll let you know. So just follow along to the channel. This is just a concept of the open kitchen and kind of like their floor plan. So if you want to see inside of these homes, just leave a comment and I'll try to get in touch with Ryan's Homes again and, you know, have them let me in. But they don't say much about the model homes. They just kind of mention right here, you'll have several 1 and 2 story homes ranging from 1,500 square feet to 32 with 2 to 3 car options. Now, you kind of have an idea if you've ever looked at some of the Ryan's homes, what their floor plan and everything kind of looks like. But I do like Holiday Builders kind of interface a little bit better when it comes to kind of have an idea of what the community or what the homes you're going to get with Holiday Builders is. It's just a little bit better of an interface. They are more expensive. Ryan's Homes was the $300,000 range, and this starts at $416. So you can see they kind of have the same pictures throughout. But the thing I do like about this website, now they have a link to the Spirit of Sebastian's vision, which if you wanted to follow their YouTube channel, again, I'll link it down below. But I sorted this by price already just so you could see. So 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 3 car garage, 1,400 square feet, coming soon, and it starts at $416. Now when you click on it, you'll kind of have the floor plan and it'll load, so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. Of course, as soon as I'm able to go into some of their model homes, I'll jump in there and record everything, so you can have an idea of what you're getting, just like some of my other videos if you've been following for a while. But that's pretty much going to be the gist of all of it. You know, every different model home that you could get, it goes all the way up to 507. And, you know, this is the base highest model. So if you get any upgrades and there's different things you want to tweak, of course, these prices will fluctuate. But you can see you're just kind of looking at the floor plan concepts right now. So let's jump into the site map real quick. And this is going to be their, you know, 60-foot lot and 70-foot lot frontage. So you could tell the difference by the colors that they pick. So you're going to have this like cream color is going to be the larger lots. So you could see there's larger lots. You know, as soon as you come in, of course, around the bend, they'll have the larger lots. And of course, corner lots are always going to have a little bit more space, but it gives you a good idea. So that picture we had pulled up, it looks like this is going to be holiday section, and then maybe Ryan's Homes are going to be some of the homes over here. So you could kind of just see that it's kind of segregated in that aspect between the two builders. If you want to see in this community in the future and take a look at some of these model homes, please feel free to reach out. You know, I'll give you another update beginning of this coming year, and you'll have a pretty good idea. So just follow along, because I'll be covering more Sebastian communities. But to give you a good idea of Sebastian and a location, I will jump to the map right here. And I'll probably be doing a future tour of just giving you an area, kind of giving you a vlog style video of Sebastian, and you'll have a good idea that way as well. But this is going to be the Spirit of Sebastian. I pulled up the other image from the Spirit of Sebastian's website, and you could see the outline right here from all the land that they've kind of cleared and they're going to start developing. So this is the entrance where you saw me kind of talking about everything. I know some people may not like the bright line being so close, but remember, you're going to be inside this community, so you might see it pass when you're leaving the community, but it's really just going to be kind of minor in the grand scheme of things, especially if you're coming from somewhere that's super busy. But this is just something to note. The bright line and the train tracks are all right here. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to do something with Old Dixie right here, because it does kind of bend and it crosses the tracks, and it's kind of turns into almost like a one lane. It's kind of small, but I guarantee you they're going to be fixing that, because that's probably going to be an issue later down the road. Again, I don't know that for a fact, but I'll do a little bit of digging if you have any questions in that regard. So other than the Spirit of Sebastian being, in the heart of Sebastian, you see that if you wanted to get to 95, you're jumping down here, you're going to take Sebastian Boulevard, which goes into 512, and then you'll be able to jump on 95 and go up and down the coast of Florida. So it's pretty convenient in that aspect. If you want to get to any of the restaurants along the river, all you have to get to is Old Dixie and 512 right here. And bam, you're right here at Riverview Park across from the train tracks. You'll see Riverview Park, and that's where they do a lot of different events. So whether it's different farmers markets, the craft brew hullabaloo, clam bake, there's different festivals, and all that stuff that kind of pops up in Riverview Park. They do have a splash pad if you're bringing, if you have family or you have kids that are coming down, this is another kind of area you could go and take them. They also have a park and sand volleyball courts. You have 2 docks right here, which you could fish off of. And if you wanted to launch, there's a boat launch right here. And you can park your boat here, launch out, and then get into the river. So you have different restaurants, which if you've visited Sebastian, you've probably heard of the Captain Hiram's, Mulligan's, Tiki Bar. These are all just different restaurants along the river. And they're honestly, if you're living in the Spirit of Sebastian, this community, you're 5 minutes away, and this is all going to be right along the river. So it's in a convenient location. If you wanted to take US 1, you could go down to right about here. You'll get to 510, and you can take the Wabasso Causeway Bridge, and you are at Wabasso Beach. So again, they said a 7-8 mile. That's probably 10 to 15 minutes if you're hitting every single stoplight. If you wanted to go to the Sebastian Inlet, you just cross the Wabasso Beach, Causeway Bridge. You could see Wabasso Beach. You'll take a left, go all the way up, and then you could get to the Sebastian Inlet State Park. If you want to be in the school system of Sebastian in particular, then I would definitely, look in the Spirit of Sebastian. There's not a lot of big new developments coming up, and this is going to be a huge one. So if you wanted to be in the Indian River County school system, so Sebastian River Middle, High School, all that, and the different IB programs that they have to offer, this is going to be it. Because as soon as you cross this bridge on US 1, you're technically in Brevard County. So while it'll say it'll have a Sebastian address, you're in Brevard County as soon as you cross this bridge, and you'll see the sign if you ever go up this way and you want to take a nice scenic drive up to Melbourne and go to US 1, all that stuff. So I know that was kind of a brief overview of the Spirit of Sebastian, but if you want to know more information, follow along, and I'll be doing kind of a vlog so that you could really understand Sebastian. I know I do a lot of that in Vero, as well as, there's different areas of Sebastian. As far as Vero Lake Estates has a completely different feel than the Spirit of Sebastian. There's still dirt roads. You kind of have more of a country feel, and then once you get out to Fellsmere, that's very that's a little bit more acreage, land, country, kind of equestrian type of feel. So you have 5 to 10 acre parcel lots out there. You also have some smaller lots, but the Spirit of Sebastian is going to be one of the biggest new build communities Vero Lake Estates, there's no HOA fees, as well as Sebastian Highlands. This whole area is technically considered Sebastian Highlands. There's no HOA fees, so you'll go drive around, you'll see boats, RVs, different colored houses. No restrictions as far as that goes in the Sebastian Highlands areas. Now, there are some HOA communities kind of scattered throughout Sebastian area, and if you want to follow the channel, I'll be going over some of those because this is a common question I get between Sebastian and Vero, and I might just make a whole separate video on Sebastian and Vero because there are some differences between the two. So it just kind of depends what you're looking for. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, follow along, and I will be giving you all the information you need to know about the Spirit of Sebastian, Vero Beach, and the whole Treasure Coast. So if you like this information, please consider leaving a like. And if you're moving to Sebastian and Vero Beach, the whole Treasure Coast, reach out. Me and my team would love to get you here in the right location and make your transition as smooth as possible. Days, nights, weekends, I'll let my information roll on the screen, but I will see you guys in the next video.